friends, I hope you were having a wonderful day. We had a pretty interesting day here back in the stock market. It's been a pretty interesting weekend with crypto. Today that kind of flushed into the market here, and then stocks, we didn't really see a whole lot today, let's be honest. There's a few things that took off in DWAC, digital acquisition here, which is going to be Trump's social site, Truth Social. Actually did pretty good, but it was kind of a weird day. We're going to talk about that. Something happened. And friends, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the second channel, Dealing with Money 2. Here's the link. It's below. Here's the thing. Let's try to get that to at least 100 followers by the end of the week. I'm hoping so. Thank you so much in advance. I will be posting videos on that tonight, so forth, back and forth. So let's go right into a chart with what we saw today so we can all get on the same page here. So today, look at this right here. We had this major walk up, and we were trying to break into a $100 mark today. I mean, this thing was trying so hard to break into a $100 mark, but it did not do that. And then look, right around this 340 mark here, we fell right back down to a $83 bid price. Now obviously we're still in very high ground compared to what a lot of y'all have bought at. I know a lot of you have bought in the $30, $40, $50, $60 range, so you're doing pretty good there. Even if you're in the 70, hey, you're doing well here. Now obviously the launch, as far as we know, is still set for February 21st. That's the launch, just to feel things out, see how it's going. But walking up to that February 21st mark, which is just in 2 weeks here shy of it, we fully expect this to break over a $100 mark. And obviously, I think today was pretty much the telltale point of it's gonna happen. It's pretty much just at this point waiting to rip the band-aid off at this point. Now I want to go into an even deeper chart here, a candlestick chart. So look at this right here. All of last week we had nothing but straight walk up. I mean, just camel hump after camel hump, just walk. Then today we went right into this $90 bid price, right up to 340 like we talked about, and then boom, we had this massive drop. Now obviously people are just shorting this right now. This is so easy to short. That's what we're seeing. This is totally normal. It's healthy. It's not bad. So friends, obviously if you invest in Truth Social, you're one of two things here. You're just somebody who's looking for a good investment, something that you think is going to bring some big gains down the pipeline here, or you're just a Trump fan, or you're just both. And obviously right now it's kind of hard to hear from Trump because he's been banned from a lot of platforms, but obviously when Truth Social is launched and it's up and working, that's going to be a whole different situation. But as we know, Trump has been saying some things about Facebook/Meta, whatever we're calling that now, Twitter, and he's pretty much saying that his platform is going to be the biggest of them all, which who knows, he could be right. It's definitely going to explode when it comes out. Now when I say that, I say that because talking about it as an investor, it's really exciting because obviously, as an investor, we want people to download it. We want people to use it. We want, the app to survive, to make money. This is going to be good. So somebody asked me again, what do I think the outcome of this situation is? So let me say this right here. So we can all be on the same page with what I think is going to happen here. So personally, what I think is going to happen here, being with the stock market as, the time that I have already, 4 or 5 years now, I've definitely seen things like this happen. Looking back in history, we've seen similar things like this happen in history. Just even the past 6 months, when we know that an EV stock, anything is going to come to, the market, something's going to happen. So what is that? What is going to happen? Obviously, walking up to February 21st, when we see the launch of the site to see what's going to happen with it, as long as we make it to that point with good news and the deal does not fall through, nothing bad happens, we don't push back launch, I'm fully expecting to see this break into $100, flush over $100. Is that going to be 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170? I really don't know. I don't really think there's going to be rules involved with this situation. I think this is going to turn into a meme stock. I think this is going to turn into a very overpriced and crazy insanity like stock. I really do think that. I think it's going to be all over the news, and I think it's going to be hyped up to crazy numbers, market cap, everything. Now saying that, I do fully expect, living in a world where Trump was president and, Trump was just on social media in general, I do suspect that the general platform will take heat. Trump will take heat. The first thing that comes wrong, shows up wrong with this platform, it's going to be talked about in such a bad way. It's going to scare people away. But ultimately, I think that there's going to be a huge sell-off here somewhere. If it's at the end of February, the beginning of March, somewhere, who knows? It could be more down the line. Here's the good part. What I think about this is that if this company does what it says it's going to do with this platform, I'm really not looking at this year to really bring in gold. What I'm really looking at, friends, and I'm going to be completely honest with you, and this is not me trying to promote anybody for president, so don't before the hate speech comes on the comments here. I really think if Trump does run again here in 2024, obviously Truth Social, or anybody that Trump supports candidate-wise, obviously Truth Social is going to be the #1 source for that person, platform, everything involved with it. And what does that mean? That means there's going to be a whole lot of revenue rolling in with that, which obviously at the end of that, there's a pot of gold for investors. With quarterlies, with what's going on, who knows? This could get crazy. But like I said with this fall, is this turning into somewhat of a bull trap? Yeah, I do think there's going to be quite a sell-off. Like I said, at the end of February, somewhere in March, that plummet back to earth, it could be back to 50, 40, 30, 60, 70. Who knows? It could hold a double digit here, high double digit, pretty well. But I am expecting a sell-off to come somewhere. So I would warn anybody, and I've said this in all the other videos when I've talked about, I would not buy this over $100. I would not buy this for $95 to $100 right now. I really wouldn't. I would just sit back and wait and watch. Because here's what you have to remember. This thing, unless you're shorting it, then that's a whole different conversation. But if you're buying this for the long run, think of what is coming down the pipeline here. Obviously, we're going to have massive pump up here. We're going to have massive sell off. And then we're going to have, where's the dust going to settle? So I think maybe by July, right now we don't know where the dust is going to settle. But, this could be sitting at a $30 to $50 to $60 stock. And that's really what I'm trying to say. So it's very fun right now. It's very exciting. And if you're shorting this, then you've got to work your own system there and figure out how you're going to work this. And like I said, I do think this is going to bleed in over $100. I think 120, I don't think that's really crazy to say right now. Anything over 120, it's just, it is what it is. It could do anything at that point if it goes over 120. But I do think there's going to be a massive sell-off. And like I said, when this does hit, the social media platforms, TV, everything, news channels, friends, I think we know how a lot of stuff is received with Trump, so I'm not expecting a whole lot of good news surrounding Truth Social, let's be honest here. And I'm not even talking, you understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying, bad things about the actual platform. I know nothing about it because I don't have access to it right now. I'm just saying that the general media is probably going to try to destroy it because, it's just anything related to Trump we know is going to be, they're just going to destroy it. But in the long run, this could turn into something really special. It really could. If this company does what it says it's going to do, this could be something really big here. So I'm going to try not to say that again in any more videos anytime soon. But I've had more people message me. I've had people ask me, and I'm like, I've already said this before, but that's how I feel about this. I hope that was relayed, as well as I can make it to you, to where you can understand what I'm thinking and saying about this. I'm very bullish on the stock. I'm very curious to see what's going to do here. But I will warn people, if you're buying this over $100, you might get stuck here around March, April, somewhere around that time frame, because I do expect there to be a sell-off somewhere down the road here until this company actually starts bringing in quarterlies. That's one of the other main things too. Don't forget, this is not a company that's brought in money yet. So friends, with all that said, I'm gonna leave the video right here. Like I said, if you don't already, please subscribe to Dealing with Money too. The reason I made that channel is so I can put out other videos to where it will catch algorithms so people will see them, because I have so many people message me and be like, why are you not talking about this stock? I'm like, I made a video on it, but YouTube just doesn't promote it because I've already put out a video. So that's why I did that. Please subscribe to the channel so we can get that thing up and running and going. But friends, I really do hope everyone has a wonderful night, a wonderful day, and just a great week in general in the market and in life. Friends, I will talk to you very soon. Remember, be positive, be you, take time to invest in your future, and friends, I will talk to you very soon. Bye everyone.